Hello there,
General Kenobi.
and welcome to BANTER 66.
Banter 66 is a podcast about anything else other than Star Wars.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of things like Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite,
We have Warhammer, we have StarCraft,
Five Nights at
Warcraft, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's new. I wasn't informed.
Oh, you didn't research that?
No,
That's-
that ruins everything,
No,
Jer.
we talked
Now we
about-
have to talk about Star Wars because
Okay,
I'm
fine.
petty.
Fine, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do we talk
if you're
about?
cool with that.
Yeah, I'm all in on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars is good
Yeah. All right.
because this guy didn't inform me, so
Okay.
it's his fault. We're gonna talk about Star Wars today.
Okay, so since you didn't prepare,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we just do some Star Wars what ifs?
Oh, that sounds cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds potentially cringy,
Yeah.
which makes it even cooler.
Yeah. And we have to say it like specifically like Star Wars what ifs.
What?
Yeah. That's how you say it. That's the title.
I'm not doing that.
Why? Star Wars what if?
Alright. So, do you have any scenarios for us, Jer?
Okay. Well, for now, we're gonna have a special guest.
No.
Yeah. All the way from the dark side of the starch. Starch side of the force.
Stop it.
From Starch Wars. Yeah, all the way from a galaxy far, far away in Starch Wars.
Stop it.
We have Darth Tater.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's over there?
He's over there. Yeah. So welcome to our podcast. Oh, you got your costume on. Yeah.
He's more prepared than me.
Yeah. So, Darth Tater, what are we gonna talk about today? Do you have any what ifs? Yes, I have what ifs.
So that's where you
Yeah.
that's where you insert it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I have what ifs.
Just do that voice.
It's a terrible voice, too.
Not this voice. Why does he sound like that? Isn't he supposed
Kind
to
of a
sound like Darth Vader?
He's a
What kind
potato.
of Darth is that?
He's a potato.
It's a Darth.
Darth Potato.
Darth Vader.
Anyway, Darth Tater asks, "Oh, this is about the most beloved episode in the Star Wars saga,
Episode 9.
Episode 9,
Oh.
The Last Skywalker." Darth Tater asks, Darth Tater asks, "What if Sidious took over Rey's body?"
Oh, it really is about episode 9. I thought you were joking. All right.
Oh, seriously? He's asking what if Sidious took over Rey's body? You know when
At which point?
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to see where
probably
that would happen or how that would happen.
probably in Exegol. He's probably talking about the scene in Exegol where
The I am all the Sith
yeah,
part.
and I am all the Jedi. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because
You don't even know most of them.
Yeah, like backstory to tie in with this question or
Alright.
this what if. Rey is apparently Palpatine's clone
No. Is she?
or a daughter of Palpatine's clone.
She's a granddaughter.
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 Probably
Palpatine had a son or a daughter.
or a clone.
Who gave birth? Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
that's what
Rey's parents were.
no one.
She
one.
actually had parents, but I think they were
They're no
Palpatine's
one.
whatevers.
That's my best Kylo Ren
Impression.
impression. There were no one.
But anyway, which part?
That part in Exegol.
Exegol. Oh well.
When-
What if he actually succeeded in taking over Rey's body? first thing he's probably gonna do is look at himself in the mirror naked. Right?
Well,
Right?
Wouldn't you?
Right?
see, this was inevitable.
Yeah.
Well,
I got titties!
seeing as
Papa titties!
Oh God. That's
seeing as Palpatine has had a son or daughter.
Yeah. He
So,
got busy.
Palpatine
Yeah.
so that wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah. Is he gonna if Palpatine fucks, does he fuck with a corkscrew maneuver again? Ah!
He's getting really uncomfortable there.
that would only work if the what do you call it? The mating subject had a left-handed screw.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mating
That's-
subject.
Yeah. A
Incredible.
mating subject. Yeah. So four stroke me daddy.
She's also a clone because why not? Everything. I mean, he has this guy's has an obsession with cloning. So
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. And speaking of cloning, Palpatine and cloning, like a callback to the latest episodes, Bad Batch. He apparently made the science facility in Tarek, was it?
Tantis.
Tantis.
Mm.
Tarek.
Tarek.
Tantis. He made that before he was emperor.
Oh, he did.
It was mentioned. Like it was when he was still a chancellor.
Oh yes, they did
Oh,
say
really?
that.
Yeah, it was mentioned.
Oh.
Yeah, so he really had plans
He had plans.
of cloning. So it might have been possible he cloned like female clones
Jeez. Well, yeah.
and had his way with himself. It's not incest if it's yourself, Stan.
Oh, those are important questions to ask. Is it incest or masturbation? There?
It's masturbation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
technically it would because it would be like having a sex doll
Yeah.
that you made yourself.
Yeah. By
Out of yourself.
Out of yourself. Yeah. So that makes
Wow.
that's why Ray's so stupid. He's a product of incest.
No, she's not stupid.
she's a product of it's not incest when it's yourself.
It's yourself. It's just
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
product of masturbation.
Masturbation.
No.
Yeah.
Man, this is terrible.
Took a hard left. Yeah. So anyway, going back.
Yeah.
What will happen if Palpatine actually
You mean if
Sidious
Darth
Darth Sidious actually
took over
Rey's body?
Rey's body.
Well, I mean, we saw that, didn't we?
Well, not really. He tried to.
Yeah. So we saw a glimpse of
Yeah.
what that would be.
Yeah. So that would
I
be
mean-
Darth, like Darth Rey.
Oh yeah, with the
With the red lightsaber?
The red lightsaber.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I mean, that was pretty hot.
Okay.
I mean, it could have
Rule 34.
it could have worked. You know, somehow, some way. Hey, it might have worked even better.
Actually, it would have.
You know, we don't know, especially with you know, if Ben Solo dying and
Yeah.
then she's pissed off. Dark side takes over.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we have Hot Ray. Tearing it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Could've worked.
Pretty much that image would become not an image.
Yeah.
Palpatine would be.
Like he would have succeeded with
He would have succeeded with his plan.
plans to
Yeah.
actually clone himself and transfer his essence or being.
He would transfer his. Why does it sound so disgusting?
I didn't mean it
Transfer
that
my essence
What is
into
it,
you, Ray.
guys?
Oh,
when I
why?
don't mean it,
You started it.
yeah, but
with the
but-
sex doll
but
talk.
I didn't mean it this time. This time. different.
So yeah, the simple answer would be Palpatine would succeed with all his plans.
Yeah, with all the
He would be Hot Ray
hot ray.
with the dual lightsabers.
What did you do this?
Dual light. It went like
Why
that.
here?
The lightsabers went like that, right?
Why here?
What do you
specifically?
mean? That's not somewhere specific.
It is.
It's just the immediate space that I have.
Okay.
Dual lightsabers.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So there would have been a new empire
Led by Rey.
led by Rey.
maybe it depends on how powerful exactly she would have been.
Well, she would have been really powerful.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then
in
you'd
that
have
in
to
that
have
state,
her kill
kill state,
Luke and
Luke was already dead
at that time. Okay.
He was a Force ghost.
Yeah,
So.
but remember, Palpatine was super powerful at that time. He raised those
Those huge
Yeah.
that Force light.
with Force lightning.
I think it would have been. I mean, it might have ended up being better, and we end that trilogy with a new villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we're not left with a new villain.
Yeah.
It's just the end of the saga.
No, we have a new villain after that movie.
We do.
Yeah,
Who's the new
Rey
villain?
Skywalker.
I knew it. Because Jerry doesn't like Ray.
Well, I mean, if that happened and we end up with Darth Rey,
Yeah,
which she would have probably changed her name
yeah,
from Rey to something else
yeah,
more catchy,
yeah,
and then left it at that. There would be a reason for an episode 10,
mm-hmm.
you know, and at the same time there would be a reason or at least a target to go after, as far as if there's a desire to put the Mandalorian,
Then you can tie it in.
yeah, and the Ghost crew,
Yeah.
whatever we have left of the Ghost crew, to go after. Even though now it seems like they're, especially with Ahsoka coming up,
Yeah,
it appears that the villain for this turn
yeah.
is Admiral Thrawn.
Thrawn's coming back.
Ron's
Yeah,
coming back.
You know, so maybe they thought, okay, yeah, this trilogy sucks.
yeah. Let's just forget about it.
Let's just end it here on a happy note.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go in a different direction.
Yep. Let's just forget
Sure,
these three
that's
exist.
fine. Yeah. And if that's the case, then you can't have episode 10.
Yeah.
It has to be, you know, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. No,
Yeah.
and it would have turned into like a massive plot twist. Like, surprise! Episode 3 happened again. The evil guys won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that you're right. It transitions to
Another trilogy.
potentially another trilogy.
10 to 12
And there was no other Jedi
at that time.
at that
At that
time.
time, well, Ahsoka's alive.
Yeah,
And
but
so
we
was
don't
Ezra.
know. We don't know what's
And
going
so
on
is
with
Cal
that.
Kestis. So
We
is the
don't
Cal Kes.
know that yet. Cal Kestis, we don't know that yet.
The game's literally called Jedi Survivors. Then.
Yeah, but after Survivor, he might have died.
no,
So what you
it
talking
would have
about?
been Jedi not survived.
Anyway,
I mean, at that timeline, Ezra would be 55 years old.
Yeah, I have proof.
Of Ezra being still alive at 55.
55, yeah. I have pictures
do
to
you
prove
really?
it.
graphic.
Yeah.
It's
I post picture here.
We don't want to. Do we want to put any spoilers?
Yeah.
kind of looks like Baze.
Yeah.
But so Ezra would be 55
Yeah.
in that timeline, and if he's still alive, then so that's one Jedi.
Yeah.
Well, Sabine's not a Jedi, but their offspring
Might be.
might be, right?
Yeah.
Assuming they got back together.
Yeah. Did Harry ever get knocked up?
Yes. actually.
Who?
Oh yeah, Hera has
Hera-
a kid.
Hera has a kid.
Oh, Hera has a
and
kid.
This guy has have kids.
They have a kid. They introduced him at the end of season 4,
Yeah.
at the very last Rebels episode.
Yeah, so they could have.
He could be-
He could be a new.
Force
He was in the ship
Yeah.
when Sabine went off with
Yeah.
Ahsoka onto
Yeah.
the Ghost.
So they could have introduced him or to be in 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah, sure. And then of course there's the Mandalorian, which is set what is it, 15 years?
ABY.
I don't remember the year, but it's before episode
7. Before episode
right?
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
which isn't, I mean,
Oh
that
yeah.
far off.
And Grogu
So,
could be.
Yeah, Grogu would be older, wearing
Oh, yeah,
Mandalorian
Grogu.
stuff.
Grogi.
Grogu.
Grogu.
Grogu would be. He might be able to talk by then.
Yeah.
He better.
Yeah.
That's
Because
like.
that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would be, probably a full-on Mandalorian at that point.
Yeah. You can imagine
Um,
his.
A force sensitive Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Which is not
Yeah, it was.
unusual. There
Yeah.
have been.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Marvisla.
Parvislas.
Well,
Yeah.
Darth Maul
Oh yeah.
Darth.
is-
Okay.
is
fair enough.
he was the head of Mandalore
Yeah.
for a time
Yeah.
being. So
Again, Mandalorian is not a race.
He technically was
Creed.
Mandalore, but right?
yeah.
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 So
That's true.
There's that. So that's not unusual for
To be loved by anyone.
oh god, for a force sensitive Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So here, what do you you have anything to say about that? No, it's not gonna give any spoilers.
He's not.
Nah. He's looking at
He's not able to talk yet.
Nah. He's just gonna coo.
Is this the actual
Size?
scale? Yeah.
The scale.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say yes, but
It.
it probably is very
yeah.
close to.
Yeah.
And they got the ones that move too, and the eyes, and it makes sounds.
It's cool.
But I didn't want to get that because
Yeah.
I would probably break it.
No.
You get something like that costs an arm and a leg, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you drop it, and
Yeah.
now it's not working
Yeah.
anymore. It's like, this thing you could drop, and it's okay.
No, you don't.
What's
do
it
that.
made of?
It's got. So it's like a
A beanbag?
beanbag.
Oh, okay. We'll just bleep it with Ray's face.
Yep.
Put pixelation right here.
Yeah.
We'll put Ray's face there over.
Yeah.
That's the sensor.
No, don't
Yeah,
do,
that's
don't
our
do that.
sensor.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So to answer Darth Tater's question, if Palpatine would have succeeded in
Turning
turning
Rey
Rey-
to the dark side.
or actually transferred his
Consciousness.
consciousness to Rey.
He almost said essence.
No,
again.
thanks for that. Yeah. If he actually succeeded in transferring that, then it would have led into a
A better
Yeah.
episode.
In
9.
my opinion, it would have ended up better.
yeah.
I think a lot of people
Yeah.
would have been happier,
Yeah.
perhaps happier, or at least would have
Paved the way for
they would have said, okay, yeah, you know what, I can accept the
Yeah.
new trilogy
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been like siguro. It was difficult to save it at that point, pero at least you're right, paved the way to
okay,
a potential
potentially
different
better,
way.
yeah.
a potential better trilogy after
Definitely.
that.
Because I mean, if you look
It's
at it,
a-
there's
it's a good
there's
setup.
more to the rebellion
Mhm.
than just the Skywalker saga.
That's true. That's definitely true.
And the Skywalker saga has ended. What happened? What else happened during that time? Because it wasn't just them that was fighting the Empire.
Mhm.
It was a whole lot of people.
Yep.
Everybody that was involved in Rogue One from before, they were fighting long before Luke. And then we see him again in the Clone Wars. One episode, right?
Mhm.
I mean, it was an entire
Yeah,
episode.
well, it was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you can see from that they have a connection, him and Obi-Wan. And they did mention that he was involved in getting Force-sensitive children, onto the path and then into wherever they go from there.
Yeah.
And then there's, I don't know, some of the lore, I don't know, I guess it's not canon or whatever, probably in Legends, I'm not sure, but of Quinlan Vos hooking up with
Ventress?
Ventress.
That's canon.
Is that canon?
I think so.
Okay. And they, live happily ever after or whatever. But doesn't Ventress die?
Yeah, she does.
So he's single again.
Maybe.
And
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Unless he's also dead.
Yeah, we don't know that.
yeah, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
But
That doesn't. But still, the timeline is appropriate for him to possibly have been the one to have rescued Grogu.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've been mentioning him a lot recently.
Who's been
Bito, no?
mentioned?
With the one in Obi-Wan.
In
Oh yeah.
So I rewatched episode 3, like Revenge of the Sith. He was actually
Okay.
mentioned by name there.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was. And then in Obi-Wan, he was brought up again.
Yeah.
So he has to have an important role
Yeah.
in the future, Star Wars media.
Mm-hmm.
So there were talks about him actually showing up maybe in the Ahsoka series.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. And so we have a whole bunch of characters that are coming up, fan favorites, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
And we see them showing up on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And then now Ahsoka is
gonna
coming
be,
online.
It's gonna be another avenue
Yeah.
for new old characters.
And it's
the
before the timeline of the latest trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to even connect
Yeah.
to that. It doesn't have to anymore.
Yeah.
It's a whole new thing, and there's enough of even with Obi-Wan and Andor, there's the Mandalorian and now Ahsoka to erase any memory.
Yeah.
So to
They're gonna
speak
do.
of.
I heard they're gonna
all
do
that.
Star Wars Quantumania.
That I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So they're actually gonna do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
A what if?
A what if?
Yeah.
So those rumors. Oh yeah, have you heard of those rumors that they're gonna do like a CGI fest?
Okay, so deepfakes.
Yeah, so deepfakes.
So yeah, explain. I have not heard about this. You said something about a deep fake fest.
Yeah.
What's that?
So there are the latest rumor mill is that they are creating short stories about Luke, Leia, and Han.
Specifically.
Specifically them, occurring after episode 6.
Okay.
So obviously the actors, well, one of them is no longer with us,
Yeah.
and the other two
Who?
are like old.
Who aren't with us?
They're
Who
all
isn't with us?
well, technically they are, because
Yeah.
But Leia.
Leia exists as the Force Ghost. So
Cool.
the other two are old.
Uh huh.
So what they're gonna do is they're gonna cast young actors and deep fake their faces.
Oh, just like in Mando.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Was that Mando or was that?
That was Mando.
Boba Fett.
It was
I
both.
guess
Both.
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 Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a fan of that idea. It's my first time hearing about that. I don't know. I mean, I think it's time to just leave that alone.
I agree.
Move forward.
The Disney Plus
We should, yeah.
series is already shifting in a different direction. It's not going up beyond the timeline of episode 9.
Uh huh.
And like I was saying earlier, a lot happened. It's not just the Skywalker's
Yeah.
Yeah.
story. There's the rest that was really, fighting for, their own freedom and, oppression and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And we've had a good taste of Andor and their fight. I think Rogue One is a fan favorite of a lot of people when picking out a favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah, movie. Yeah.
That's at the top of the list, if not close to the top.
Yeah.
For many people. So
next to
it's-
episode 9.
let's
Yeah, definitely.
second to episode 9.
It's just
Yeah.
second to episode 9.
And we're not going to see that Darth Ray
Yeah.
because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not
They're
gonna
gonna make
see
it
that.
not happen.
It already didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's the movie's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and people are more excited about. I think people are more excited about the Mandalorian and what direction
Yes.
that's going. And with Ahsoka coming out, I mean, I'm sure everyone that watched Mandalorian season 2 and saw number 1 Bo-Katan,
Yeah.
they were up on their feet
Yeah.
cheering.
Yeah.
And then again, when Ahsoka showed up, and
Yeah.
we knew she was going to show up in that very next episode, still standing up, going,
Yep.
yeah. And and of course, all of those people, if not most of them, are very familiar with Rebels. So, and that ended on a what the hell
Yeah.
note. What happened?
Yeah.
After
what's
that.
gonna happen.
Yeah, or what's gonna happen. We just don't know, and
Yeah.
so it's open
Yep.
Yeah.
for all of us to see and hope and wait for to see the return of Ezra,
Return of Thrawn.
Thrawn.
Thrawn, Sabine,
Sabine.
especially who they have
Yeah.
playing Sabine,
Chopper.
Chopper.
I'm excited for
I'm
Chopper.
excited for Chopper too.
He's a terrorist.
Speaking of droids, I mean, this wasn't part of the script, so to speak, but favorite droids for me is K2SO.
Ooh, we'll get there. We'll get there in.
Is that an upcoming?
It's another episode. It's another episode.
We'll get
Okay.
there.
In case I'm not there for that episode.
No, let's okay.
Oh, okay,
since you mentioned it.
You mentioned it, you can just-
in passing. Let's just say our favorite droids.
Wait.
K2SO for me.
All right.
That's a good choice.
I know. Could we just pick the same one?
It's also K2.
Yeah, it's K2.
That
I
can be-
mean, IG-11 is pretty good.
IG-11 is a
second.
good,
Yep.
solid choice.
And we just saw him
Uh-huh.
in.
Oh, yeah.
well, half of him anyway.
Yeah.
In
In Mando 3.
Right.
Mando. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I hope he comes back the way he was.
Yeah.
before-
IG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he died, or
Speaking of,
melted.
I'm also excited to see what's his face, K2
Oh,
in
yeah.
Andor season
Yeah,
2.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
they were gonna put him out there.
There was this one scene where a K2
Yeah.
Yeah.
was going up before he got
security
caught.
security
Yeah,
droid.
security
no.
droid.
Yeah, before he got caught.
And then
Is that K2? No, it's not.
It was
Well,
just foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But you know how K2 came to be, right?
No.
But it was addressed by a comic. So I'm not sure if they're gonna retcon that, or if they're gonna show it as is but live action. Either way, I'm very excited to see how it goes, because there were talks that they're gonna put what's his name, B2 Emo, the
small
nice
Oh,
red droid.
Yeah.
There are talks that people were speculating that they're gonna assimilate his personality into the K2 unit.
Really?
Yeah, because B2 Emo kind of sounds like K2SO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same kind of attitude.
Yeah.
It would make sense, except with speech now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool. It would explain the connection between Cassian and
Yeah.
and K2SO.
Yeah.
Because I mean, their rapport with each other was, it was outstanding.
Yeah.
You felt that between the two of them, and then you also feel it between Cassian Andor and what's he called again?
B2 emo.
B2 emo.
Yeah.
In Andor. So yeah, that would make sense. You know, I'd buy that.
Yep. And so what were we talking about?
The what ifs.
Oh yeah. what
Okay,
if?
so that answer,
So
does that answer your question, Darth Tater? I forgot his voice. Yes. I don't know. I forgot his voice. Did he sound like this in the first part?
So should we have another?
Yeah, we should have another what if. Let's
Another
save
what
yours
if?
for last.
Okay.
Because you actually prepared.
I
for this
actually
one.
have a.
You have an entire screen.
I have an entire
Your-
screenplay.
Now what if goes to what episode though?
Episode 6.
6.
Episode 6.
All right.
And you have one also?
I have one.
What's your what if related to?
Well, the first trilogy.
The first trilogy, meaning
The original.
The
trilogy.
4, 5, 6.
Because mine is I'm pretty sure episode 3
Episode 3.
is where mine
Okay.
comes from.
Okay.
Okay. Who's gonna be next? Mine's really stupid. We can do mine first.
Well, let's go in order of timeline.
Okay.
So mine is episode 3, and my what if is, what if, and I'm sure this is a lot of people would what if this, what if Mace Windu didn't die,
Oh.
and what if Palpatine went into Mace Windu?
Oh, that's different.
Because he fell out that window, and I mean, come on.
that's foreshadowing, by the way.
You're like
Mace Window.
Supreme Jedi.
Mace Window.
Mace Window.
Mace Window.
You know, he fell out there,
The window.
and I mean, we've seen Jedi do some fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Jumping from the ground
Yeah.
into a ship.
Yeah. There's actually a scene in Clone Wars, the 2D animated one, where Mace actually makes it from the top of a building to the ground. I don't know if
come on.
Clone Wars is canon.
The 2D one?
2D one?
I'm not certain.
Yeah, but
I think they legends that shit.
yeah. With
So-
Shaggy.
Yeah, with Shaggy.
Yeah.
I think they legends that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So I guess, but you know, there are now that we're talking about Mace Windu, there are talks that there's gonna be like how they did Luke, like that major shocking moment for Luke in Mandalorian,
He's gonna
Mandalorian
have-
season 2.
He's gonna have his own hallway scene.
Wait, Mace Windu?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
John Favreau said that there's gonna be a major shock moment also in Mandalorian 3, and people are speculating that it would be Mace Windu's return.
speculating,
Yeah, and
hoping.
the tie-in is because Boba has unresolved beef with him
Oh yeah.
because he killed
Django.
Django, and Boba actually directly saw it.
Yeah. Like, hey, this motherfucker killed my dad. Yeah.
And Boba season 2 has been confirmed,
Mm-hmm.
so that could be set up in Mando so that they can address that in Boba 2.
So is
And then if Mace Windu was part of the team that rescued Grogu, then Grogu would probably come to bat in defense of Mace Windu,
Yeah.
against Boba Fett.
yeah.
And there will be
So that's gonna
conflict between.
conflict, yeah. Mando and
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And people will be torn because this is Mace Windu, but I like Grogu, and I like
Yeah.
Boba, and I like Mando. Who do I side with?
yeah. But going back to the what if.
So yeah, that's my what if. So I mean that could go a lot of different directions. Even if we, if we see Mace Windu again as Mace Windu and not a Sith, Well, that would be different. But what if Mace Windu was a Sith, became a Sith?
Well, he's not
That-
far off.
Yeah,
Like, to begin with,
yeah,
he was going like
yeah.
in and out of the dark side.
Yeah,
of the
stepping
Force.
in there
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
That's why he had the
and
purple
then
saber.
using that
Yeah.
influence also to kind of, in a sense, corrupt the order for some kind of gain,
Yeah.
whether it be political or whatever, just to maintain a sense of power.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of what turned Ahsoka off.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 So
That would actually change the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Because Palpatine it would appear like Palpatine is dead.
Yeah.
And Mace would, in turn, Sidious would corrupt the Jedi Order. And
From
that's
within.
From within.
within.
That's how, but like directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Directly.
And he would just maybe.
And how does Ahsoka view Mace Windu? I don't think she's a fan, personally.
Of Mace.
of
Yeah,
Mace.
because I mean,
And
her
he-
her master isn't a fan of Mace.
Yeah, and she's not a fan of the council.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
was
definitely.
basically the head of the council.
Yeah.
So she's not a fan of Mace Windu.
Nope.
So there's the conflict there.
Yeah.
Another one.
Citizen Ahsoka.
Citizen Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we're already heading into direction where her mission is focused on Thrawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But if that did happen, would that mean that Anakin would never become master? Or would it be
Anakin
okay?
would never.
Anakin
become-
well,
will
yeah,
be a
Anakin would
master.
still become Anakin, and he would become
Not-
finally a Master Jedi
Yeah.
because Mace Windu's out.
Yeah.
Mace Windu becomes a Sith,
Yeah.
and Yoda goes into hiding anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because he's a bitch.
So that kind of opens up the path for Anakin to become legit Master Jedi with the help of and maybe because he's there at the birth, Padme doesn't die.
Yeah. It's gonna be a whole different story.
Yeah, a whole different, just turns it all around.
So would that conflict with the Sith's rule of two? Because he's basically got the entire Jedi Order under his.
But they wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah, they would just be under the influence and not really know it.
But would he still? My question is, would he still reveal it to
Someone or Anakin? at
Anakin?
least?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Sidious, and
Yeah.
yeah. Would he reveal?
I'm the old shriveled guy.
Would Windu?
Who's Sidious?
Yeah.
Would Sidious Windu reveal to Anakin that he's him?
Probably not, if that were the case.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll keep to his
Secrets.
Phantom Menace persona.
Yeah.
And use Mace Windu.
Mace Windu's influence to corrupt the Jedi from
Okay.
within. That's even more insidious.
Oh.
I didn't even think about that. Well, yeah, that really that changes everything.
Sounded
Yeah.
more and more like a geek the longer we
Yeah.
get at this.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would watch that.
That would change everything.
Yeah.
It would change everything.
It would change everything.
Which, I mean, it's not going to happen, but it'd be it would
Anakin
change- yeah, it
actually
would
becomes a
change everything.
master.
Yeah. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be all angry and stuff.
Well, maybe not. Maybe. Oh well. Padme. If Padme survives, then he would definitely be a more stable person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Order 66 never happened.
Order 66 never happened. That was. We're just.
because we're all thinking about how
we're-
Order 66 doesn't happen.
Yeah, we're-
That's a big deal.
yeah.
It's a really big deal. So okay, so that's a bad what if. So now we go into the next timeline.
Not for the younglings.
It's great for the younglings.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't hear that, Grogu.
All right. Well, what's yours, Jer?
I have several actually,
Uh-oh.
but this is a stupid one.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep the conversation light.
Okay.
What if Luke and Leia never found out they were twins?
You just want to talk. You just want us to talk about incest.
No,
Is that it?
no. This is a legitimate what if question.
Why is that relevant though?
I don't think it would have really changed anything. It's not like she actually used her force powers. Not really, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we saw her training a little bit with Luke in the final trilogy, but that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we didn't really.
Yeah.
She was just the leader of the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was hinted a bit because she could feel Luke.
Yeah, she could
Yeah.
feel it, but she didn't actually
She didn't have.
exhibit or
Yeah.
She didn't have
display-
the Superman.
Yeah.
Space Superwoman.
Yeah, and I mean, granted, she wasn't trained,
Yeah.
but I mean, still,
Yeah.
But
and she kind of shifted attraction, kind of
to
Yeah,
Han.
to
to
Han.
Han
Yeah.
before she found out
Yeah.
that Luke was her brother.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have changed
Yeah.
much
Okay.
if they never knew, other than, you know, introducing some kind of sick, love triangle
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Are we gonna go deeper on that?
No, I don't want to talk about incest.
No.
So
It's gonna drive up the views.
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't change much,
It's gonna drive up the views.
I don't think it would.
A lot of sick
except for a
geeks out
potentially
there.
like a big shock when they're older and they find out. It's like, you're my sister.
Oh my God.
Then we kiss.
The thoughts.
Well, actually, okay. This serious one. This comes from Darth Vader. Related to that. What if Leia was the one trained, and not Luke?
Oh.
You know, that actually seems almost like it should have been that way, because Obi-Wan had contact with young Leia and
That's
not
right.
really with Luke until he was all gray-haired and bald. You know, that was the first time he actually... I mean, Luke didn't even know that Obi-Wan existed.
Yeah.
Whereas Leia, as a child, I mean, they went through some shit together.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's just recent.
yeah, that's just recent. We only know about that. We don't know about, you know, if there's going to be a season 2. There's probably not going to be a season 2 of Obi-Wan. But I mean,
There might be.
there could be.
It's possible.
But if that's the case, if there is, and that just extends the amount of time that Leia has spent with Obi-Wan. And of course, it explains why she sought him out through R2D2 in The New Hope. You know, by saying, Obi-Wan,
But
you're our only hope.
But she should have said. She shouldn't have said, "You served my father in the Clone Wars." She would have said, "Hey, you saved my ass when I got kidnapped."
Yeah.
Maybe we can attribute that to bad writing, but maybe they're also working up to a season 2 to maybe a brain wipe or something.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Because that's a major plot hole. Especially how Leia reacted to Obi-Wan turning into clothes. She basically reacted
Like, okay.
like nothing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about episode 4 when he fought with Vader in
Well,
the...
I think
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Leia's a psychopath.
What?
Leia's a psychopath.
How so?
Because, okay, number one, your point. She didn't react when Obi-Wan got disintegrated or when just dropped just clothes.
But I mean, they never actually met in episode 4.
but they did now.
In as a child.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be years of not seeing Obi-Wan again until now she's a grown up. But in episode 4, they didn't actually see each other face to face. Not really.
But Leia saw him fighting.
Yeah.
Right, but that was they were how
With
far
Vader.
away were they? It's not like she could run across and say, "It's you."
Yeah.
He was fighting Darth Vader.
Well,
So you don't, and you're trying to escape.
yeah.
So you're not gonna stop and go, "Oh my God, this is my best friend from when I was a kid."
It's kind of creepy.
You're just gonna go
Out of context.
and keep on going to try and escape.
Yeah, but
So-
she knew who it was.
Yeah.
And considering how traumatic that childhood was,
Yeah.
she would have reacted differently, in my opinion.
Yeah. Again, she wouldn't have because she's a psychopath.
Yeah, or just caught up in the moment because hey,
Maybe.
the rebellion is what's important right now,
Or she was distraught because Alderaan just got blown up.
and I got to be strong and all of that. But yeah,
Those are all possible things. But still kind of unsatisfying.
Yeah.
You know? There's gotta be a...
with as much time as they have spent together already that we've seen from Obi-Wan, it would make more sense that she was the one that becomes the Jedi,
The Jedi.
Yeah.
instead of Luke.
Yeah.
But I mean, Obi-Wan knew, about both of them,
Yeah.
and he didn't spill the beans on that. He didn't say, "Hey, you're strong with the Force," or anything like. He never gave her any kind of indication.
Yep. But she's force sensitive, right?
Yes. Well, didn't she stop him from
Yep.
falling or something like that, or herself?
It was the other way around.
Oh, that's right. That's
It
right.
was the other way around.
That's right.
The doctor is in.
Sige, we're gonna show you a picture.
hala.
Ayaw nang gahubo, ha?
Then we're gonna have to.
Oh.
Then you're gonna have to identify or explain the picture.
Sige, go.
sige,
Na
sige.
picture analysis din yung ilang ko.
Apo ko din inform kami siliman din itong
Mo gani preliminary competition na din na siya. Enjoy kay si Doc Stan, oh.
Bitaw, happy kayo siya. Guys, if you can see his smile, he's really smiling.
Ay, gwapo ka ay si Doc.
May siliman lagi na, day.
Okay.
Kani,
The Wizard of Oz.
wait lang.
Kaklaro si Tin Man.
Ang lion!
The lion.
Ito na wizard.
Correct.
Oh, si
wrong.
katong na sapatos.
Oo. Then ang kanang duha nga gapula o board of judges. Kaya naman sila kanang mga taklay-taklay din mo man pag mo judge kay hatag mong goda.
Gabi kay katong imong ko
Oo.
necklace kadag ko.
Necklace.
Oo.
Kani good. Then the rest ay murag la Bee Gees pud sila
Mga
usahay
dancers
kay
ang
ilang
uband.
mga kuan.
Pang ano.
Unsaon na mo siya? Explain gyud na mo na siya.
Identify naman yung picture. Ang kuha na is what is wrong with the picture.
I think nothing's wrong.
I think kami mo sayop.
I think everything is correct.
What is wrong with the picture, no? Naay Oscars. Na si Oscars.
Okay.
Ganahan ko ano
Oo.
sure.
Ano ka pala ng mga Oscars? Oscars ba ang kuan? Ang Star Wars?
Feel na ko, dira ka ng Oscars award.
Mao ba?
Sa Star Wars.
Murag
yun,
Oscar sud gaana dito pero walay kuan.
Actually, no.
Correct.
So, si Oscar na siya.
Si Oscar. Then si kuan Into the Woods sa sahay.
From left to right.
Yeah, from left to right. Si Oscar.
Oo.
Kisa ng robot dira. Di ka siya familiar bitaw na ako. Ano?
Oscar ganin na siya di siya robot
Sa bayot.
Napay lang robot
niya. Tumblr ba?
Ah, kana. Bitaw. Si Imaw, check.
Feel ko si Imo.
Si Imaw kuan.
Nag-cosplay mo dyan. Si Dumbledore.
Si Dumbledore. Kuan kay siya sa kanang very fictional kaayo kanang combination of science and fiction og fantasy at the same
sci-fi.
time. Murag inana gyud ang kuan niya, ang effect.
Let me
Di ba usahay na po kay brain Kuya Mark. What about you? Actually, from left lang taon ni mo no, robot hantod nga padulong sa kanang beast ba na diha. Murag mas natural siya lang tawon. So pasabot ana napoy realism gamay.
Yes.
Oo. So imo nang uyuan realism.
Naaman si Kuan Jai, si
Oo.
Albert Einstein ba na siya Jai?
O nangabuhi mo na yung mga kuan.
E equals MC squared? Do ba na siya?
Amo na siya si kuan. Ha?
Muna siya ga-invent sa force.
Okay.
Mao ba? Maayo na siya. Padayo na ninyo.
Correct. Unya kanang nastunga naman lagi si Aphrodite des tunga. So pasabot ana napaghapoy kuan. Dahil napay ga red o ga blue nga.
Super twins na Jai.
Correct.
Blue og red.
Dahil na ako'y kuan ha, na ako'y kanang advice anang gapulad ha. If mubo kag tuhod ayo pag boots. Mas mura kag galutaw. Ano?
Kung kasi may ga-costume ani nga movie
costume.
no ba yung sayo pa.
Correct.
Tungod sa boots.
Mura na nung kag kuan.
Re-evaluate lang please. But
Murag
so
lami
far,
ato ang-
cute na outfit.
Cute ilang outfit but at the same time na-enjoy sa'yo.
Oh, ang sayop kay ang boots.
Oo, correct.
Ng boots.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that answer.
You're welcome.
Sakto. Ano dyan na siya answer? Wala mo gabi no?
Problema na nila.
Did you say the right answer?
Bitaw.
Sige. Sa actual movie after A New Hope, muna siya ang final scene. Then sa final scene, everybody got a medal except Chewbacca.
Bantog kang weird siya.
Asa si Chewbacca?
Ang kanang the beast.
The beast. Okay, kuan maguna siya kay Boy Scout, maguna siya. So di siya kinahanglan. Tanaw kita yung kuan.
Nasaan kasi badges, Jai?
Oo, na siya yung mga badges.
Ikadalot ang dyan na niya.
Oo. Ikadalo mura ba og kung ano ka nang na naman ko yung mga sashes diri. Kinahanglan ba kog medal? Wa ko na din kay kadalo siya share na lang mo uy.
Siya, diba?
Correct. Giver, mura.
Share the blessings.
Oo.
Okay.
Wala na siya.
I think, yeah, it's right.
Next question.
Next question is, who is the chosen one?
Chosen one na?
Ha?
Na ba yung chosen one, Jai?
Kuan.
Napilian na ba?
Si kuan si
Asper
ni Ana Rabato si Direk. Di na i-mention ang mga name kay mahalas.
Ayaw, Jai. Sude.
Ang chosen one na diha.
Paliw daw.
Ay, sorry.
Biig ka na ng
Balik ka may
microphone.
sorry. Wala.
Wala tayong chosen one?
Si
I thought na
The Chosen One. Times sa The Chosen.
Familiar ka, Dai?
Dili actually dako no nalantaw-lantaw maguna ko gamay ang Star Wars good pod. Oo. Pisti oy. O gamay. Nakala to gamay pero Clone Wars to siya.
O, da. Na siya.
Ako. Pero dili siya kompleto. Si isa yun niya.
Si Anakin Skywalker? George Eka.
Is he the chosen one?
Who?
Ha?
Kinsa?
Psycho Diaz, di ba? Psycho, dili siya psycho nga psycho. Psycho Diaz.
Kinsa na siya?
Ha?
No.
Dili siya mao or
But in fairness nga
Saifo
at least you know Saifo Diaz.
yeah, because
Chapter
kuan
ba?
lang gud siya.
deep character.
Saifo Diaz siya mo naghimo sa katong
Ano nga chapter?
clone man siguro.
Wow!
Alright?
Oh my God!
Oo, di ba?
Kaya kung ako mo lang sa research.
Ha? Dili nakalanta ko ano pa sa
Ay.
TikTok.
Medyo cheating ng uban.
Oh, dili siya cheating kay wala mo ko nagkuan, pero nakalanta ko bagamay.
Hindi ko familiar mga ingon.
Not bad. Bayot, naibog makakangkuan. So darong down. Paborito po gamay.
It's technically correct pero
Kuya Mark,
siya mo ni order sa clones.
Ha?
Siya mo ni order ang sa clones.
Unsa nga order?
So dili siya mo nagmuhat or
Dili siya mo gahimo per se pero
Okay.
siya mo nagsugo sa naghimo.
Okay. Paborito po gamay po. Ikaw pa kag.
Pero that's very good. That's good enough.
Okay,
will
ngon
neither
ko nga siya
confirm
mo
nor deny the
kuan kanang
allegations.
nag-conceptualize, nagkuan tanan. Oo.
Nakuha to ni Ochi.
Medyo nang luwa doy na pizza. Medyo ni kuan sa libo gamay.
Dili man good no. Ana ni siya, di ba?
In fairness, Saifo Diaz.
Oh, Saifu, common man siya nga character siguro. Common man siya o kanang mga Jedi, mga kineme. Mo na yung mga
Jedi.
kuan. Oo. Pero wala ko kailangan nila.
Medyo ta close.
Ay, ginoo
Next
ko.
question po, mga kaibigan. Oh, it's fine.
Kinsa ang chosen one.
Para na ako sa dili na si Saifu.
This is Saifo Diaz James.
Siya na po na ilan. O katong mga
Actually,
Jedi.
nasa inyong luyos ang chosen one.
Tara. Si Pakito Diaz daw. Siya si Chosen One.
ABCD, which one?
Ako kani siya.
A, B, C, D.
Pila ko si Dumbledore.
Or A, B, C, D.
Si Dumbledore ba?
ABCD.
A, B, C,
Kaya nga no siya na may tao.
Pila ko kani siya? Si B.
Si A.
Check to ba ko?
Kito sa inyong final answer.
A ako
Dapat usara mong answer.
Si B.
Dili A bayot ako'y pride. Bahala ka daw ako
B. Oh. B. Agree to disagree.
Sige. Correct answer is B.
Oh, see? Oh, bright ko na. Gapa-impress ko.
Correct na yung mo. So, congratulations. At least walay kaping na sayang.
Ano siya na sayang?
Chosen One siya now. Uy, pakita ba yun?
Di ba this is Anakin?
Yes.
Correct. Napon siya. Naan siya balon po di ay ng mga Anakin.
Di ka ko magpa-obvious na pero...
Correct.
Okay, 1 point each na mo.
One point siya bayot. One na dayot.
Point ka.
Saifo Diaz.
Competitive biyak ko.
Correct.
Scholar.
For Saifo Diaz.
Mm.
Very good.
Yeah.
Mo gani. Congrats Kuya Mar.
Manadyo niya siya kung kano.
Correct.
Magka-clinic na
Libre na kang catheter.
Next picture, next question.
Magpadukot ako clinic sa kuan. Shoton.
So, if Leia was the one who got trained, and diba, she was it was implied that she was already like a head figure in the rebellion at that time. So, you think it would have been better for the rebellion to have a force sensitive
Leader?
leader?
Oh. Wow, I didn't even think of it that way. It would definitely help with the morale.
Yeah.
Seeing as you have a literal magician as a leader.
Yeah, it would have kept the hope alive.
Yeah. Well, that would be
Yeah.
that would have been a source of a new hope.
No, that would be not a new hope. It's gonna be a continuing.
A continuing hope.
Yeah.
That just makes the title sucky. A continuing hope.
Star Wars Episode 4, the continuing
The
hope.
continuing hope, because Leia was a Force practitioner in the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, and she wouldn't have gotten captured by Jabba the Hutt.
Nope.
No.
She would have tore him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Pretty much the first scene would have been her and Vader doing a duel.
Yeah.
Maybe a bigger what if would be in relation to that.
Yeah.
If they switched Luke and Leia.
And Luke is the one that's in the
And
garb.
Prince.
Yeah, he's a prince.
Prince Luke.
Prince Luke.
And
Leia is
Leia
the farm
Skywalker.
girl. Yeah. Luke Organa.
Luke Organa. And Leia Skywalker.
Leia Skywalker.
Yeah. Then that would have made Rey make sense.
In what way?
I don't know, a female Jedi kind of thing. There's a lot of things, for me anyway, that I see in Rey that could have been Jedi Leia during her time.
It was hinted, right? In Episode 9, like Leia did her training,
Yeah,
but
With
with
Luke.
Luke
With
for
Luke.
the time being, and then
Did they
This-
go back to
Like-
Dagobah? They did, diba? It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
kind of looked like, yeah.
And like Luke.
Luke, like Leia was his first student
Yeah.
in the new
In the
Jedi.
in canon, yeah.
Because Grogu, I don't know,
Grogu never.
yeah,
But apparently Grogu trained with him for 2 years.
2 years.
That's the
With
new thing
Luke?
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Favreau
Put that in
made
there?
made that statement like yesterday.
Definitely very recently.
Yeah.
The duration where Grogu was with Luke training in that planet, it was 2 years.
2 years.
Oh, okay.
In the bamboo planet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, so that means that Grogu and Leia met.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
That-
classmates. They would have been
Yeah.
classmates.
That makes sense.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Why does Leia have a yellow lightsaber?
No, she doesn't. She has a blue lightsaber.
A blue one?
She has a blue one.
Who has the yellow one?
Rey.
Oh yeah, so no. Cut that out.
Rey's is yellow
The one she made in the end.
In the
though.
end, okay.
Yeah.
It was yellow.
Okay. So yeah, what if it's gonna be Master General Organa?
You mean Luke?
Leia as a force
Oh, as a force.
as a Jedi.
No, going back to the original scenario,
yeah.
where she was trained.
Yeah.
Okay. You think it would end earlier? Like much earlier? Maybe she could have, if Obi-Wan trained her much early on. I mean, they already met,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Bail would consent to Obi-Wan training her
Yeah.
very early on.
Yeah. You think that's what's gonna happen in season 2?
No,
No.
I don't.
And
I don't
something
think so.
happens that they have to erase
Erase.
Leia's mind?
I don't think that would happen in season 2. I think they'll continue on with the way things are going, and remember, this is a time where all the Jedi are in hiding, especially Obi-Wan. I mean, he's probably the one
Yeah.
in deep hiding compared to others. There are some Jedi out there that are probably still in the fight,
Yeah.
and he's not
Yeah. It was there in the series.
in the series, which is, it's kind of embarrassing for Obi-Wan. And he went into deep hiding. He grew into a really old man before
Yeah.
he came back out again.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Is there going to be a season 2?
I would hope so. Because
Possibly.
season 1 just left a lot more plot holes than it plugged up.
Bito.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they also had the promise of like more time with Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
And again, the whole Leia
You mean Qui-Gon
problems
as a Force ghost?
as a
Yep.
Force ghost,
Mhm.
and the whole problems with the Leia narrative.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they're building into season 2,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
So Leia as a Master General. Yeah, I think the Empire could have been thwarted much earlier on,
Probably.
probably.
So the whole episode 4, 5, and 6 wouldn't have happened, or would have happened differently.
Just differently.
like, okay, let's go
Because
back to
there's
Rogue
still
One.
you still have she still led the rebellion.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's still force sensitive.
Yeah.
Whether she's using those powers or not
Yeah.
is besides the point. She's still force sensitive. She's still a leader, and then Luke becomes a Jedi also.
Yeah.
So if it were reversed, or
Yeah, but I think she didn't know she was force sensitive.
Yeah, not until later. I mean,
Much later.
Yeah, like in Cloud City.
Cloud episode 5.
Yeah.
so. Yeah, it probably would have ended later because you got both of them now actually using the Force.
Yeah.
Instead of just one of them.
It could have potentially ended in like maybe episode 5.
Yeah.
They're taking on Vader
Yeah. Like the first time they met Vader
together.
Like as will
With-
you think Luke would still train with Yoda?
I mean, Leia could have just trained Luke.
Oh yeah. But
Or-
she
or
wouldn't have been captured.
Maybe, but she had to maintain the ploy.
No, Vader would see through that.
He would feel it.
Definitely. He'd feel up Leia anytime.
Now we're
Alright.
back to that incest thing.
Yeah. What?
What?
Is this like a deliberate setup for you to go back to the incest thing?
No.
Because it's beginning to sound like it.
No.
All right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have escaped that whole vessel thing.
Yeah.
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 And Rogue One would have still played out,
Yeah.
but she could have met Vader in the hallway.
She would have fought
She would have fought.
She would have fought.
and
Yeah.
still escaped.
And still escape, of course.
Yeah. So I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing, except that
Like she could have
Saved some of those squad.
yeah, I mean, stayed in the hallway, had an escape pod or something, go out with the plans.
Yeah.
she would have. If that happened.
Yeah.
Because I think Han Solo and Luke still would have tried to rescue the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Except now you've got two strong Force wielders, and then she sees Obi-Wan in danger. Obi-Wan gave himself up though,
Yeah.
so there may have been nothing
Yeah.
for her to do in that
Yeah.
case, unless Obi-Wan has second thoughts of giving himself up
Yeah.
because the Skywalkers are here
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and now we have a real chance
Yeah.
of the three of
It
us.
could have been a 3-on-1
Yeah,
or a 2-on-1 because Luke wasn't trained
Luke
yet.
wasn't trained yet.
Yeah.
but he still had the Force.
Yeah, but he didn't.
So-
He didn't. Wait.
He knew.
Obi-Wan wouldn't have given Luke the saber. He would have given it to Leia
But a long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
She
a
would
long
have
time.
had her own already, and he would have been saving this one for
For
Luke,
Luke.
when the time came, and
Yeah.
now the time came.
Makes sense. Leia would have made her own
Yeah.
Yeah.
by then,
Yeah.
and then he would have Anakin's saber back, and then
Mhm.
he would give that to
To Luke.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
3-on-1.
and also Darth Vader would have already figured out that
They're
I'm your
forced
father.
earlier.
You know, that's why I captured you to begin with, to reconnect with my daughter. And what?
Yeah.
Whoa! Wait a minute. There's
so would
another one.
So would Leia would Leia know that Vader was her daddy
Probably not.
earlier?
Same thing with Luke not knowing. It had to take Darth Vader mentioning it, so she would have probably been in denial, and you're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
fool with me. I'm gonna kill you because you're the bad guy.
Okay. Yeah, Obi-Wan probably wouldn't tell her either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Which is kind of messed up if you think about it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about this whole thing because I need you to kill your father.
Yeah. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
because I can't do it.
Yeah. I tried to do it twice. Didn't happen.
He didn't die.
Nope.
He ends up putting on a robot suit.
Yeah. And even then,
That's true.
and even then,
I can't kill this guy. I've injured this guy twice,
Yeah.
but I just can't.
yeah, I literally just damaged his breathing apparatus and left him again.
I damaged his breathing apparatus twice.
Yes.
First his lungs and then his respirator.
Yeah.
And he just won't die.
Yeah. Nope.
So I need you to kill him. So that's why I didn't tell you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you killed your dad.
That's fucked up.
And then I guess Ahsoka during this whole thing was in another time zone or something.
Yeah,
like that. She
probably
went into the
from-
world
Yep.
between worlds
Yep.
and
Yep. Watching the entire
Yeah,
thing.
she was with. Yeah, she was in the thing.
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. So that.
So there's that.
There's that.
Now what's yours?
Oh,
The final trilogy.
Take out the.
this is it.
Uh oh.
Take out the script. The screenplay.
I do have a screenplay.
Yeah.
So
You have a storyboard, Stan?
no,
Why not?
I'm not that good. Sige. So this is Return of the Jedi. What if?
Okay.
So this is still called Return of the Jedi, and it will make sense in the end.
Alright.
So the story flows as it originally did up until the point where Vader detects Luke in the shuttle during the shield generator mission.
Okay.
You guys remember?
Yeah.
So this is the point where Admiral Piet is like, "Should I hold them, my lord?" And then there was a pause, right? Vader was like thinking about it, but this time Vader's like, "Engage the tractor beam, full power. I want that vessel apprehended." And then Admiral Piet is like, as you wish, my lord." And then we go back to Han. He's like, "Well, that didn't work." He actually said, "See, that worked in the actual episode." And then, so unable to escape from the tractor beam, Han informs Lando to come up with a plan B.
Okay.
So there's some parts that I just chose to write a narrative, not a dialogue sequence, because
Yeah.
it's not too important.
Okay.
And so the next part is, what's the plan here? Leia asks. Plan? We hunker down, start blasting, and hope for the best, says Han. Luke wouldn't have it and retorts as he shakes his head. Do you want to read this in the Luke fashion? Can I?
Fred. I'll surrender to my father and negotiate your release. He only wants me. There's still good in him. I just know it.
That's great. Han is apprehensive but eventually agrees with Luke's plan, but not without promising he'll try something if things go awry.
Are we gonna deep fake?
Yeah, we're gonna deepfake you.
Yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, Lando and Admiral Akbar agree that their only recourse is overt warfare, and that they should assault the shield generator in full force.
Okay.
So this is beginning to diverge. And we go back to... we go to the cockpit of the Falcon. You guys remember Nien Nunb, the co-pilot with the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He finally got his name.
I got his name. I called him Nub Nub in the last episode. Nien Nunb, that's his name. So Lando says, "Let's hope we don't have to do Plan C." And then Nien is like, the subtitles is, "What's Plan C?" And then Lando smiles, and then he says, "Nothing anybody is gonna like."
You know?
And then we cut back to Luke and the crew, and then we see them in the hangar of the Death Star. One of the hangars. There's multiple hangars, right? Luke and the others exit the shuttle, already cuffed and accompanied by stormtrooper guards, and meet Vader and a contingent of stormtroopers. "The Emperor has been expecting you." So this plays out kind of like the hallway scene in the landing platform in the Forest Moon of Endor. But of course we have Leia, Han, C-3PO, R2. They're all captured. As this unfolds, Han is shown to be picking the locks of his cuff. So his cuff's behind, he's picking it. So they arrive in the throne room, and it plays out similar to how it did in the original, but he doesn't dismiss those. They have stormtroopers with them, because the stormtroopers are containing the rest of the crew.
So it's not just Vader and Luke.
It's not just Vader and Luke; they're all there, even the droids.
Okay.
So
My boys.
again, Leia. It's Luke, Leia, Han,
Leia.
C-3PO.
I like Leia.
C-3PO and R2, they're all there. There are 5 of them that are there. In the throne room, the scenes play out similar to how it did originally, but the stormtrooper guards stay, and the Emperor goes on with his usual dialogue up to the point, before the point that he explains the trap.
It's a trap.
So just before that, so he doesn't explain the trap. So what happens is the rebel fleet appears in the back. They exit from hyperspace, and then the Emperor notices, and he says, "Put down the hood."
Oh.
Just in time.
I like that one. That's an 8. That's an 8. That's a solid 8 over 10. The rebel fleet charges full speed to the shield generator with seemingly no opposition until a large beam of light strikes one of the leading crafts. That blast came from the Death Star. The thing is operational. This is exactly what Lando said in the original episode. No, I can't play Lando. Ties are scattered. The rebels then employ the same response as they did in the original and engage the Death Stars at close range. So to avoid
With the shield generators up?
the shield generator is still up, but they still do the tactic so that they won't get hit by the Death Star.
Okay.
So yeah, cut to the throne room. Luke is visibly enraged. So the whole Endor scene never happened. They never go down to the
No
4-star.
Ewoks.
No Ewoks. So cut to the throne room. Luke is visibly enraged, and then the "strike me down with all your hatred" scene transpires. And Luke and Vader have their duel, and then Palpatine says, "Where?
Troopers, do not interfere.
Juicy." So, the fight plays out up to the point Luke hides from Vader, and he discovers he has a sister. So they're under the grating. But before that, we cut back to a desperate rebel fleet. Lando tells Nunb that they're gonna do the thing, and then Nien volunteers to do it. So we cut back to the throne room with Han just finishing up on picking his cuff. He leans to whisper to R2. Can you do a Han impression?
Han impression. This is Han in the cantina. I need you to distract the guard when I say now or two. Has to be the thing.
The camera turns to Vader and Luke. Oh, this is a Vader. I'll do it. Sister. So you have a twin sister. I have a daughter. Vader says, almost elated. Your feelings have now betrayed her too. Obi-Wan was wise to hide her from me. Now his failure is complete. If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will. Vader says this as he turns to Leia. And then Han it's just a short line. I don't know why I want to make you say it.
Now or two.
R2-D2 shocks a guard, and Han tackles him and grabs his blaster. He turns to shoot Vader and actually hits him. Vader flinches in pain but quickly throws the blaster away from Han's hand using the Force. Then in a fit of rage approaches Han and Force chokes him. The blaster is seen to have landed just by Luke, Leia begs for Vader to stop, but he ignores her. Luke then picks up the blaster, then shoots Vader, but Vader this time is quick to deflect it, diverting the bolt to Leia, hitting her in the heart. Luke, Vader, and Han all react.
Oh, that.
Yeah, we want to say it together?
Show him.
Wait, who do you want to play as?
I'm gonna be Luke.
You're Luke.
I'm gonna be Luke. I'm gonna do the famous Luke one.
I guess I'll be Han.
You'll be Han. I'll be Vader. Okay.
I do this.
In 3, 2, 1. No! Then Vader quickly releases Han and he is secured by the stormtroopers. Wait. I need you to do the Emperor again.
Oh,
Contain Captain Solo.
Commands the Emperor.
like Jabba.
Luke is devastated to see a lifeless Leia, then proceeds to become enraged at Vader. You wanna scream?
What?
Luke, another Luke scream.
Another Luke's. No, he can do this.
He just says,
It's this one.
You did this.
yeah.
He can be Luke.
Yeah. And then well, the fight proceeds as it did in the original up until Vader loses his hand. So Vader's like there. Luke cut his hand, already cut his hand off, and he's holding onto the railing beside those two silo thingies. And Luke still hesitates to land the final blow, but Palpatine convinces him by promising being able to heal Leia. Oh, this is your favorite part.
Oh.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider unnatural.
So this is the part he segues to be able to heal her. Luke then turns to Vader, ignites his lightsaber, is about to strike, but then C-3PO interrupts. Oh dear, that's the Falcon. The Falcon. The Falcon is seen in the backdrop. Just fucking. I actually said fucking.
Okay.
The Falcon just fucking holdo maneuvers into the shield generator.
Oh.
Canonically, it would be called the Nund maneuver.
Oh, none did it.
Because none did it.
Okay.
But we don't know that yet.
Okay. You spoil it.
I spoiled it. Han shouts, Lando! Because he saw the Falcon.
Yeah.
Han struggles and is able to steal the weapon of a distracted stormtrooper. Vader uses the Force to bring vents down and destroy pipes, creating a smoke screen.
Whose pipes?
There's pipes there. He then jumps into the silo. Han calls out for Luke, but Luke just stares. Then incoming troopers can be heard yelling, "Evacuate the Emperor!" That they don't sound like that.
That one stormtrooper does. Yeah, there's just one gay stormtrooper.
Evacuate the Emperor!
Evacuate the Emperor!
Evacuate the Emperor! Forcing Han to run with R2 and 3PO. So cut to Vader coming out of a vent in the hangar where his TIE interceptor was parked.
This kind of sounds like Among Us then.
It is what it is. He enters the TIE and then opens a hidden compartment. And the audience is shown that it contains the lightsaber of Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
Because Obi-Wan turned into clothes, and
Yeah.
so he took the lightsaber. And then, he calls out a voice. Vader turns, revealing it was Han. Han was there. Blaster out. Vader then... Oh, wait.
It's Han's
Yes.
blaster pose.
Oh, wait. He actually had ignited the lightsaber before Han arrived.
Okay.
So the scene is... He's holding a lightsaber out. It's blue now.
Yeah.
That's an important image.
Yeah.
And then Han calls out you. He turns. Han is there
With the hand.
with a hand. And then in a surprising twist, Vader turns off his saber and tosses it to Han.
Which saber?
Huh?
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Which saber?
The lightsaber.
I know which one. The red one or the blue one?
He doesn't have the red one. His hand was cut off.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So this is Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Okay.
It's blue. And then he says, I surrender. Much to the confusion of Han. Cut to the rebel fleet. Wedge leads the attack to the main generator as it originally was. But now the Falcon's not there, obviously. Cut to Lando in Akbar's ship. Lando's alive.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Akbar says, I'm sure Han wasn't in there when it exploded. It mirrors
Yeah.
because Leia.
Yeah.
Han said it to Leia, right?
Yeah.
Just as Lando was about to reply, an officer informs Admiral Akbar of an incoming communications from a TIE fighter. Admiral Akbar, says Han through the communicator. Han? Lando exclaims excitedly. And Han also replies, Lando? Han and Lando in unison says, I thought you were dead. They both laugh. And Lando explains that Nien volunteered to do the Holdo maneuver.
The Nien maneuver.
The Nien maneuver. Nund maneuver.
None maneuver.
Then Lando proceeds to ask about Luke and Leia. Han takes a more serious tone and then informs him that it's better to explain it in person. And that also he should prepare security. And Lando asks, security? And then Han replies, I have Vader. You have what? We cut inside a shuttle with the Emperor, Luke, and then Leia's body. Now there's music, fitting music.
Insert music here.
Insert music here. The camera cuts to the exterior of the shuttle, which pans to the left, revealing a lava planet.
That's really specific.
Really revealing. Pans to the left. It reveals a lava planet, Jer. Cut to.
What other lava planets do we know?
There was this one in the game.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought we were.
But
That was just Mustafar.
This is Mustafar.
Okay.
Just to be clear, this is Mustafar. Cut to Vader's back the tank. They put Leia in. The Emperor and Luke put out their hands like that. Luke is still visibly enraged. He's still angry. His face is he's not worried. He's just angry. Leia's, and then it seems like they're channeling the Force to aid in an effort to heal Leia. Leia actually starts to move again.
Yeah.
She makes a groaning sound.
Yeah. Wait lang, Stan. Ching, murag na imong. Okay. Okay, sorry. Wait, do the con before that.
Which one? So they put Leia in Vader's back tank in Mustafar, and then they start the ritual thingy to revive her. They put out their hands. It looks like they're using the Force to heal her, right? And then Leia actually starts to move again after some time.
Oh.
And then she groans a bit, but then ever so suddenly, she just lifelessly drops. And then Luke is just disheartened and just yells, "What happened?" And then Palpatine replies,
Oh, I like this. It seems in your anger, you killed her.
and then Luke, this is just episode 3 at this point.
Yeah.
She was alive! I felt it! This is Luke. No! No! And then we cut to the Endor celebration. But while everyone is enjoying, we see Han in the corner, just sulking. And then we cut to Vader in a cell. And that's it.
And scene.
And that ends.
No Force ghosts.
No Force ghosts. No Force ghosts. And that ends Return of the Jedi. it is still called Return of the Jedi because Anakin returned.
Yeah.
And I thought of a stupid post-credit scene where
They didn't have post credits.
I know, but this is the new. This is 2023.
Okay.
An old man goes into Vader's cell, hands him Obi-Wan's lightsaber. It's good to see you again, General Skywalker.
It's gonna be Rex.
It's Rex.
Ah, I knew it.
And that ends it there.
I knew it.
Woo! I'm giddy. From my screenplay.
Yeah. You should make that.
So yeah, that's it. That's my what if. I wrote it.
Yeah, you did.
ADHD.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to put that in. We need to put that in.
Yeah.
Instead of the Star Wars scroll, it's gonna be like in HD. Hyper focus.
It's all, it's all the symptoms.
Yeah.
It's
the symptoms.
It's the symptoms. So yeah,
That's cool.
I hope you kind of liked it. I had fun in making it.
Yeah, I had fun listening to it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. It was cool that it's gonna lead up to like a sequel.
Yeah, it sets
Yeah.
up. That was my intention. That
Yeah.
it sets up another trilogy.
Yeah.
Because I actually couldn't find a way to make Luke's turn more convincing.
Yeah.
Because it's just it. I think it was too abrupt.
Yeah.
But then again, looking back, I think Vader's return was also abrupt
Yeah.
in the original one.
Yeah.
So I guess the Force.
Yeah.
Well,
So what's Luke's Sith name?
oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Come on,
is
quick.
Darth Lucius.
Darth Lucius?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't have a name.
Yeah, what would Luke's Sith name be?
I don't know. That's a tough one because
That's a
I
very
mean,
tough one.
Vader, Anakin.
Vader's very far from
Not-
Anakin.
yeah,
Yeah.
very far.
We have Darth Tyrannus,
Tyrannus with
far from Dooku. Sidious is far from Palpatine.
Maul's far from.
Maul.
Yeah. Don't know.
You know what?
Vengeance.
Darth Vengeance.
Darth Vengeance.
Darth Vengeance. That's a good working name.
Yeah.
Darth Vengeance. But so this premise relies heavily on Luke because they actually foreshadowed that, right? Though that the a possible turn. We all know it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But they tried
Yeah.
to at least plant a semblance of doubt.
Yeah. Join me.
Right, that was the objective anyway.
Yeah.
For
Like, that's episode 5
yeah.
in Cloud City. Join me, and together we'll rule the galaxy.
Yeah. So and he's wearing black. He's very rageful in episode 6.
Yeah.
That was I just thought of how to further that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So Leia dies.
Leia dies.
Yeah.
Leia just straight up dies. I was thinking of scenarios to keep her alive,
Nah,
pero
wouldn't work.
it wouldn't work
Did
because
she die of sadness?
Yeah,
Is
maybe.
and they wait. I'm gonna retcon that.
You're gonna retcon my
Yeah.
hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm gonna retcon that. So they focus on the blaster. And the blaster had an inscription called sadness.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's so stupid, Jared.
Yeah, but would have been a good callback. That was a ride.
Definitely.
Definitely a ride.
So,
What does the watcher, what do the watcher say in What If, the Marvel thing?
what does the Watcher say?
No, I'm asking you. I haven't watched What If.
I don't know.
Oh, have you
Oh,
watched?
yeah, I've watched them, yeah, but
What
I don't
does-
remember
what
what
does-
he says.
Because
I don't
Seems
remember.
like it's different every time.
every
Yeah.
time. okay, because we could say that now. Like,
Oh,
I forgot.
I don't know.
I forgot. It was a long time ago. There's too many Marvel things. I can't memorize
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
Yeah. So
we can talk about that in another never.
Yeah. We're never gonna talk about that again.
Nope.
So yeah,
So I
just
hope, yeah.
my closing thoughts would be like how different or more, or let me reframe that question. How possibly more cohesive could the Star Wars story would be if Lucas did everything chronologically? Like way back in 77, what if he did the Clone Wars first? You think there'd be significantly less plot holes? Like what if we had the prequel trilogy back in 1977, and we had the
Whole Anakin thing.
original trilogy. Yeah, we had the Anakin story back in 1977. We had the
Oh, it would have flopped.
Luke story.
Yeah, I'm not
flopped.
sure if it would have worked.
Yeah, it would have flopped if they started
Really?
with
Yeah.
Clone Wars
How's that?
or Attack of the Clones.
Clone Wars. Phantom Menace.
Nope, it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't work.
Wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Because it
Well,
was the original trilogy that sparked the interest of the backstory
Yeah.
I see.
and made it work.
Yeah.
By itself, I don't think it would have done as well as it did, and I still don't think it did as well as we may have think it did.
Uh huh.
You know, I think especially if you take away video and streaming and just looked at what it did, you know, in the theaters compared to the first trilogy or the original trilogy, I think it underperformed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think people wouldn't they wouldn't have hung on to those characters,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like especially with Qui-Gon dying, then Maul dying,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you know, like who are these characters?
Yeah, and then Anakin. You know,
this bratty kid.
whereas
Bratty kid, yeah.
when we were watching it, we knew
Yeah, what he's gonna be.
that's Darth Vader.
It's fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And plus the technology at that time couldn't have
It couldn't have done
done the whole pod race thing and the whole
the Gungan war.
Gungan war.
Okay.
Nope. They would have done it differently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, practically, but not to the scale.
Yeah, the scale would have been significantly less.
Yeah, it would have been like 20 people fighting.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, that's fair. That's all fair.
yeah.
Pero you think if it did have a fan base, you think the what would be Luke's story? You think it would be more cohesive if
If it was linear.
yeah, if we got Luke's story, let's say hypothetically, it did still garner a fan base. If Phantom Menace came out 1977,
Okay.
and then we got Luke's story in 1999,
Okay.
do you think that Luke's story would have been more polished?
Probably, I think. And then we have to consider the technology that would have been put into it.
Would have been better.
It would have been better.
The duel would have been better.
The duel would have been better.
Yeah, and you know, people would be interested to know what happened to the two babies that were
twins.
born.
Yeah.
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 So
That would have. Oh, that would have been. Just imagine the cliffhanger on that.
Yeah. That's the build up to the
Like that's 20 years apart.
yeah.
yeah.
And people would be foaming in their mouths
Yeah.
to find out what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
And they could actually recast the babies as the adults.
Yes.
Yeah, because that much time had passed.
Yeah. They would be able to play their
Actually, the-
actual roles.
And the original characters could reprise their roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that sense, that would make very logical sense to see the same actors play the same roles.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Aside for what? For nothing to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, I'm elated for our alternate universe
Oh yeah.
selves.
Oh yeah.
Because that would have
Yeah.
been what happened.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually,
How mindfucky would that have been? It's kind of like
it's like it's gonna be like what's this? There's this DC thing going on where they got all the original.
Keaton, Katong Flash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be that, like-
fucking hell, dude.
It's gonna be like, oh, Batman's back.
Oh, it's kind of it would kind of like be like No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Like No Way Home when
yeah, Toby.
Oh yeah. When
Toby and,
when
uh,
Toby and Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. It's gonna be a nerdgasm.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine Sebastian's show. No, he would have been old.
No.
Yeah,
But yeah, that would have been cool.
that would have been really cool.
Yeah. Like, imagine a young Ewan McGregor actually aged properly in Tatooine.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Woo. The what ifs. Well,
We'll never know,
We'll never know.
but we will.
And
If there are I'm not gonna say this because it's gonna be controversial, but if there are 3 people gathered to speak my name, it's a church thing, Stan.
I don't get it.
It's a church thing.
I don't get it.
Like if 3 people gather to speak my name, then it will be a church. But
I don't get it.
that's
I'm lost too.
that's a direct quote from Jesus.
Really?
I don't know, but yeah,
In what episode?
it's episode 4, Matthew.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say Luke.
Oh yeah.
Oh, missed opportunity.
I know.
I'm
Damn
gonna, I'm gonna lead a crusade to cancel our podcast now because of that missed opportunity. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna have more what if episodes.
Yeah, down the line.
Yeah. 'Cause there are a lot more what
Too many
ifs we
too many
can-
possibilities.
Too many possibilities to
Yeah.
contain in one episode.
Yeah.
So you wanna close?
Yeah. Thank you to our special guest, Darth Tater. You have any
And,
parting words? I don't know. Thanks for having me, guys.
He just
Yeah. I forgot what I was supposed to do. So we're gonna have more what if episodes, and stay tuned. We're gonna do our regular episodes and talking about the entire anything about the Star Wars universe. So like, share, and subscribe, and you can comment anytime. You can ask us questions. Put your own what ifs if you have some ideas. And if you don't, just
if you
know.
maybe you wrote a screenplay like me.
yeah, you could, and maybe give it to George.
George will never read it.
Yeah, it'll be better than George's.
Oh jeez, here we go again.
Yeah. So anyway, not we are. Okay, so this is
BANTER 66.
And see you next time. May the force be with you.
Always.
This is the way. Pew, pew.